The Pink-Haired Girl and the Missing Toys. Chapter 1, The Warning. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Ava who loved nothing more than exploring the world around her. She had bright pink hair that flowed down to her shoulders, and she wore a big smile on her face every day. But there was one thing that Ava didn't like: collecting toys. Her mother, Sarah, had given her several toys over the years, but Ava would often forget about them. She would leave them lying around, step on them, and even forget about them altogether. Sarah would constantly remind her to take care of her toys, but Ava would always shrug it off and say that she would do it later. One day, Sarah decided that enough was enough. She called Ava into her room and told her that she was tired of her neglecting her toys. Sarah reminded Ava that she had given her many toys over the years, but Ava hadn't taken care of them as she should have. She warned her that if she didn't start taking care of her toys, she would have to get rid of them. Ava didn't think much of her mother's warning. She thought that her mother was just being overprotective and that she wouldn't really get rid of her toys. Ava went about her day, playing with her toys as usual and forgetting about her mother's warning. But little did she know that her mother was serious about her warning and had a plan in mind. Chapter 2, The Disappearance. The next day, Ava woke up to find that her room was empty. All of her toys were gone, and she didn't know where they were. She searched her room and the rest of the house, but her toys were nowhere to be found. She began to panic and went to her mother to ask her what had happened to her toys. Sarah sat Ava down and told her that she had followed through on her warning. She had taken all of Ava's toys and put them in storage until Ava learned how to take care of them. Ava was devastated. She couldn't believe that her mother had actually gotten rid of her toys. She begged and pleaded with her mother to give them back, but Sarah was firm in her decision. Days turned into weeks, and Ava grew more and more sad. She had nothing to play with, and she missed her toys terribly. She realized that her mother had been right all along. She should have taken better care of her toys. Ava promised herself that if she ever got her toys back, she would make sure to take care of them properly. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Sarah decided that Ava had learned her lesson. She brought out Ava's toys and watched as Ava's eyes lit up with joy. Sarah reminded Ava that she had to take care of her toys from now on, and Ava promised that she would. She had learned her lesson and was grateful to have her toys back. Chapter 3, The Heartbreak. Ava was overjoyed to see her toys again, but as she looked at them, she realized how much she had taken them for granted. She saw how dirty and broken they had become, and it broke her heart. She felt guilty for not taking care of them properly, and she knew that she had a lot of work to do if she wanted to keep her promise to her mother. Over the next few days, Ava spent her time cleaning and organizing her toys. She scrubbed them clean and fixed the broken ones. She made sure to put them away neatly when she was done playing with them. Ava was determined to take care of her toys from now on. Ava's heartbreak slowly turned into pride as she saw her toys begin to shine again. She felt proud of herself for taking responsibility for her belongings, and she knew that her mother would be proud of her too. She promised herself that she would always take care of her things from now on, not just her toys. As Ava played with her toys, she realized that they brought her more joy now than they had before. She had a new appreciation for them, knowing that she had put in the effort to take care of them. She felt grateful to have them back and knew that she would never take them for granted again. Chapter 4, The Promise. As time passed, Ava stayed true to her promise. She made sure to take care of her toys every day, cleaning them and putting them away properly. She felt a sense of pride every time she looked at her toys, knowing that she had taken care of them and kept her promise to her mother. Ava's mother noticed the change in her daughter and was proud of her for keeping her promise. She knew that it wasn't easy for a 9-year-old to take responsibility for her belongings, but Ava had shown that she was capable of it. Sarah and Ava spent more time together after that incident, cooking and playing games. Ava learned that spending time with her mother was just as fun as playing with her toys, if not more. She realized that her mother was always looking out for her and wanted the best for her. As time went on, Ava's pink hair grew longer, and she grew taller. But she never forgot the lesson she had learned about taking care of her things. She made sure to keep her promise to her mother and take care of everything she owned, from her toys to her clothes to her schoolwork. Chapter 5, The Lesson Learned. As Ava grew older, she realized that the lesson she had learned about taking care of her things applied to other aspects of her life as well. She learned to take care of her friendships, her health, and her responsibilities. She knew that taking care of the things she valued was important, and it brought her a sense of pride and accomplishment. Ava also learned the importance of keeping promises. She knew that when she made a promise, she had to follow through on it, no matter what. She had made a promise to her mother to take care of her toys, and she had kept that promise. She knew that keeping her promises was a sign of trustworthiness and responsibility. Ava's pink hair remained a part of her identity, but it was no longer the most important thing about her. She had grown into a responsible and caring person, who valued her relationships with others and took pride in her accomplishments. She knew that she had her mother to thank for teaching her these important life lessons. As Ava looked back on the incident with her toys, she realized that it had been a turning point in her life. It had taught her the importance of taking responsibility for her belongings, keeping her promises, and valuing the people in her life. She knew that she would always carry these lessons with her, no matter where life took her. The end.